right, then. Having no one consent items pulled, we will now open it up to public comments. And again, I would ask you to keep your comments to items that are at the purview of the council. And with that, we'll have our first speaker.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Todd Harrison, and I am one of the endangered residents of Rancho La Paz Mobile Home Park. This council and the public that watch them are getting used to seeing me here. I'm here for my neighbors that cannot be so. It takes me days to write these 3 minutes of speech. It takes energy I barely have to be here twice a month. Tomorrow it will be hard to get out of bed, dressed and faking sentience. Each appearance here cost me much of what my brain surgery left. Yet here I am and will continue to be, as each of we victimized Rancho La Paz seniors does the best each of us can to fight Mr. Saunders, his invisible backers, and the influence of millions of dollars. Each of us does what we can fight Mr. Saunders et al., literally for our lives. My disability income has stopped and is being appealed. When my retirement savings are depleted, I will be thrown out of the home that has been stripped of its equity. How long will the token sum selling it for keep me housed and fed? Once homeless at 64, with my health issues, how long will I live? 360 homes in Rancho La Paz, all occupied by seniors, some already gone, and the rest teetering on the brink of disaster, thanks to Mr. Saunders. This is a developing tragedy that ruins lives and quietly, with no great fuss notices, kills people. The greater tragedy here is that ultimately no one will be held accountable. Mr. Saunders will make his money, and in 10 years, Rancho La Paz will be a condo development, shopping center, or commercial property. Fullerton and Anaheim will still exist, and no one, not one single person, will have paid any personal penalty for what was done to the seniors of RLP. If Mr. Saunders personally came to my home, assaulted me, stole my home, he would face consequences. If he then did the same to my neighbor and then to the next one, something would be done. And yet, by doing this to the entire population of Rancho La Paz at the same time, nothing will happen to him. Ultimately, once all our voices are silenced, no one will give a damn, and the same will happen to another vulnerable community. At the city, county, state, and even the federal level, there might be speeches, hand-wringing, and efforts to legislate a way to prevent the ongoing attacks. The evidence so far suggests nothing effective will happen. I'm here tonight to try and create out of hot air certain feelings in those that hear my words. Guilt at inaction, shame that Rancho La Paz type situations exist at the national level while nothing effective is done at the most local, personal levels of a government that is allegedly with justice and freedom for all. Don't look back in 10 years and say, if only. Sit up and do something now before it's too late. And I understand with my last few seconds that something is happening, and thank you, John, for telling me about that. Thank you all.
Thank you.